Hey vlog! I think this is just gonna be my trend now that when I'm done filming a YouTube tutorial, I'm gonna start the vlog because everything's already set up and I can just like hang out. Okay, so what has happened this week? Wool roving is available in the shop, which I've talked about several times now, and I'm gonna keep talking about it because I'm really excited about it. I don't know, by the time you're seeing this, some other exciting things might also be in the shop. I guess I'll add that in the vlog later if it gets here in time. I think the biggest thing that happened this week is I took all of Saturday, pretty much, to fix or at least improve the shipping cost calculations in my Etsy shop. And this was extraordinarily important, and what I want to emphasize, like if you have an Etsy shop, is to really pay attention to that. So I was using Etsy's, I'm not going to go too deeply into this, but I was using Etsy's like auto calculate for my shipping. But what happens when you use that and you have it on all of your listings is that it basically is wanting to spit out a shipping label for each individual item, which is obviously really dumb, and I'm not going to ship things that way, and it costs a lot of money. And so people were having to pay for all the shipping, and then once I actually went to figure out their actual shipping costs, then I would refund them, and it was a whole thing. Now, I haven't fully gotten away from the refunding because all I'm trying to do there is that we're getting a lot closer, but if it's still over, I'm gonna refund you because, as I've said before, that is what's fair, and I don't want people to have to overpay for shipping. Anyway, I spent the whole day, I was sitting down with like Canada Post charts and like breakdowns of costs. Like, it was exhausting. But I'm so glad I did that, because the second I changed that and fixed that and got it closer, was the second so many more of you felt comfortable ordering from my shop. And I just once again want to say that I'm sorry that it took me so long to realize how kind of insane it was. So yeah, I'm so glad I figured that out. It's a whole thing, and there's just so much learning to do with the Etsy shop and with shipping. Like, it can be quite a headache because it's just like not always as clear as I want it to be. And I think the most difficult part is that you just don't know what people are all going to be ordering. So one person might order a loom and an ounce of wool and a needle, and the next person might order like 5 ounces of wool and a comb. And so like there's so many combinations that in a shop like mine, I can't just like figure out kind of an average price and like pop it on there and we're good to go. Whereas if you were selling, let's say, t-shirts, and that's all you really sold, it would be very easy to probably even just like price up your items and offer free shipping. Anyway, I know a lot of this is boring to a lot of you, but that's okay. That's what I've been doing. I have some shipments on the way to me right now that are even more exciting than wool roving, I think. Maybe. I get pretty excited about wool roving. And can we just talk about the fact that when I was younger, and I was thinking about this the other day because it just kind of popped into my mind. When I was younger, I always wanted to have some sort of store, and I wanted to be like, I'm gonna have a store in the front, and then I'm gonna have a studio in the back, and I'm gonna make pretty things and sell pretty things. And that's what I do now, only it's all online, which is even better because I am an introvert, and that might not come through on these videos, but what you have to remember is that when I'm doing these videos, I'm alone in a room. Sometimes my cats or dogs are there, with my camera. So it's very easy to be, I think, more normal because I'm by myself. And if you're an introvert, you totally understand this, because sometimes I think when I'm amongst people, it's like you're trying to match other people's energy and be interesting, and it can be hard to not do that because as an introvert, you're just like trying to find like comfort. Anyway, I don't know what I was going with. I think what I'm trying to say is that I am super grateful that I can do what I'm doing all online and I can work from home, and it is just kind of everything I've wanted and then some. And then there's also way more challenges than I ever expected. And there's constant things that I'm having to learn and figure out, like shipping, which is like the biggest headache I've had. But it's great. I love learning, so I can't complain about that. And anyway, I'm rambling again, and that's fine, because I mean, a vlog that is entirely in my house is mostly just gonna be me talking to you. So anyway, I gotta take some pictures for this week's YouTube video. So I will see you later. Okay, you guys, so I was supposed to be filming during this week, and then stuff happened. There's still so much background stuff happening that I wish I could talk about, but then issues, I guess, keep arising, and I have to tackle those before I can move forward. But I'm here in the studio, and I'm thinking I'm gonna start putting together some more fiber packs, because I've gotten quite a few people looking for them. So I'm gonna start doing that now. I got a ton more. Let's just turn around here. If you can see behind me here, there is so many beautiful colors of cotton rope that I got specifically for fiber packs. So I'm gonna start putting some together. I think this next, oh, we're real crooked, aren't we? I think this next round of fiber packs is gonna be a smaller round of them. So last time, if you remember, I did, I think, like 20 different fiber packs, and it was just a lot. And while I think variety is really great, I think it can also be overwhelming when it's too much. So I think I'm gonna try to narrow it down and like maybe do a release now and a release later. I don't know. You guys know. I'm just winging it. I'm just trying different things, testing the waters. I think that's kind of the thing with having your own small business, is that like it's kind of just one big experiment. You can try some stuff, and then if it doesn't work, you can kind of pivot. And like I think that's the best way to do it. And it's kind of fun. Sometimes that can feel a little bit overwhelming, but other times it just feels exciting, because personally, I like a lot of variety. I like when things are kind of changing and switching up, and I can do different things. So anyway, that was a, I don't, what was my point? Fiber packs, they're gonna come. I'm also getting, I don't know about you guys, but every year, hang on. I don't know about you guys, but every year I am shocked at how early people are like talking about Christmas and preparing for Christmas. And then I was in one of the Facebook groups I'm a part of that's kind of for, I guess, small handmade businesses. And there was people talking about getting prepped for Christmas. And I was like, oh my gosh, should I be doing that? Because the thing is, this is actually my first Christmas as a busy Etsy shop. So last year, October 31st was my last day of my full-time job. So I haven't even been at this full-time for a full year yet. And I'm trying to remember what I even had. It would have been like exclusively woven wall hangings and warp string at that time. Like I didn't really have any other tools and materials. So once, you know, January, February hit is when I kind of started moving in that direction. We started the YouTube channel up again and all of that stuff. So the point being, this is my first Christmas, going to be my first holiday season as a somewhat busy Etsy shop. Fairly busy. I don't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know what other people really are doing. So anyway, so I suddenly realized that I might be behind on that, and I was like, oh my gosh, because, and it makes sense because it takes time to ship things, and because I am a supplier to other makers, makers need time to make stuff and then ship it out as well. So I'm really like, oh my gosh, how far behind am I? Anyway. So I'm starting to think about that now. I'm not going to do I'm not going to go too crazy with holiday themed things so much as like make sure I have good stock on a lot of things I do offer, and then have a small variety of like holiday things. So stay tuned for that. I'm still kind of testing out the products I'm making for that, so I don't want to show them to you just yet because I need to make sure that they're good. They're kind of in the like prototype phase right now, so I need to do a little bit of testing and make sure those are good, but stay tuned for that. Yeah, so I'm just, like I said, I'm here in the studio and I want to put together more fiber packs. I think you guys liked kind of the size of the fiber packs, so they're good for a small project, which I think is something I'm going to stick to. There might be some fiber packs that come with more materials and then some smaller ones. I don't really know. I'm just in like the initial stages. So anyway, I brought my iPad down and I'm going to kind of try to get some inspiration for color palettes and then translate that with the materials that I have. But I have so much more variety now, and I got into possession, you guys, of a lot of chunky wool blend. So like most of them are like a wool acrylic blend yarns. And so basically I kind of got this huge lot of chunky yarn. So let me show you some of them. This is one of the colors, which is really pretty. I've already like caked up a bunch of it, and you can see it's really nice and chunky. So I think this will be great fiber pack stuff. There's so many different colors. It's like almost a little bit overwhelming because there's so much stuff. So yeah, I hope there's some purple lovers out there because there's quite a bit of purple. But I'm wanting to kind of, like if you saw our color palettes before, I try to keep them a little bit on the muted side because I know, like, I don't know, I think you and me and this audience is kind of in that more slightly muted color palettes. But anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to go like bright purple, bright pink, bright blue. Like that's not super my thing. In some aspects, sometimes it could be, but I think especially like heading into fall, heading into winter, I'm going to go for something a little bit more, like try to keep it a little bit cozy, if you know what I mean. But we'll see what happens. There is so much to work with and so many different colors. These are more colors. So this is what I'm talking about. There's like a lot of shades of purple and they're all really nice shades. I just want to try to put them together in like a cool way, basically. So anyway, that's where I go on Pinterest and get inspiration for color palettes and then start pulling things together. And these fiber packs, while I do have quite a bit of this yarn, what I do have, there's a lot of it that I won't be able to get again. So you'll definitely want to jump on those fiber packs if you like them because they will be a little bit more of like a limited situation. But like I said, there's quite a bit. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I realize that this, I'm having one of those days today where I feel like I had so much to do, but then one thing went wrong. And so I was trying to like problem solve that thing. And so much time has passed. And now I'm just like, what am I doing today? I didn't get super far, but I came up with this color palette and I think it might be my favorite. And I'm just gonna call it like, well, you can wait and see. You can wait and see. I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time around, so stay tuned because I'm gonna kind of switch it up with the pictures a little bit. And then I did this one as well. And it's kind of this like teal blue, this grayish purple. I think it's just really pretty. It kind of is like, I don't know, like a grayed out sky almost, I think. You'll notice that there's some new colors of velvet. I've been sitting on them for a long time and haven't had a chance to get to them. So these new fiber packs will feature some of those and I will have some available when these come out too. I don't have an exact date yet, but I will soon. All right, you guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Like I said, there's so many things in the works behind the scenes that have just not, everything takes so much longer than I want it to, because I don't know, if you're anything like me, new exciting weaving things is like Christmas, and so you just want to like share everything with everyone, but I can't do that. So yeah, so stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out with me again this week. If you didn't catch this week's tutorial, what did we do? We talked all about wool roving, because I now stock and sell wool roving. I've got about 25 colors, a couple more that I just need to take photos of so I can get those in the shop. And yeah, if you guys ever have any roving suggestions for those of you who've you know, shop in my shop, let me know and I will see what I can do about getting some in. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.